Jane Walker has arrived, new releases from That Boutique-y Whisky Company, and Ryan's Whisky selection for March. Hi, you're watching another episode of the Whisky NewsFlash. I'm Ryan from Ryan Benning's Whisky World. The biggest news story of this week has been the announcement of the Johnnie Walker Black Label, the Jane Walker edition. We already mentioned this label a couple weeks ago in episode number 1, and now Diageo has finally released it. Let's take a look what they tell us in the press release. Now I won't read the whole press release, but I will quote some parts of it. Johnnie Walker is proud to unveil Jane Walker, the first ever female iteration of the brand's iconic Striding Man logo. The Jane Walker icon will debut on a special edition offering of our award-winning Black Label blend. Johnnie Walker Black Label, the Jane Walker edition, will be available to whisky fans nationwide beginning in March to coincide with Women's History Month and International Women's Day celebrations. It continues. Important conversations about gender continue to be at the forefront of culture, and we strongly believe there is no better time than now to introduce our Jane Walker icon and contribute to pioneering organizations that share our mission, commented Stephanie Jacoby, Vice President of Johnnie Walker. We are proud to toast the many achievements of women and everyone on the journey toward progress in gender equality. To support this effort as part of Keep Walking America, Johnnie Walker will be donating $1 for every bottle of the Jane Walker edition made to organizations championing women's causes, with a total donation of up to $250,000. Johnnie Walker Black Label, the Jane Walker edition, will be available nationwide starting March 2018. This release will be only available in the United States. So the full press release was even a little bit longer, and personally I don't really have a problem with this. We see celebration bottles being released anywhere and every time. Also, a donation from the profits is commendable, but many people have a bigger problem with another quote of Jacoby. She said in Bloomberg, "Scotch as a category is seen as particularly intimidating by women. It is a really exciting opportunity to invite women into the brand." Now to me, this comment doesn't really make much sense. If the whiskey would be intimidating, then putting a different label on the same liquid won't change anything. Now I'm happy that Johnnie Walker didn't make the mistake of creating a new whiskey especially for women, because that would have been an even greater mistake. Now I do agree that it seems that there are less women interested in whiskey than men. If I look at my personal stats on YouTube and on Instagram, then men make up a way bigger scale than women. Now I'm just one creator, so I'm only talking from my own experience, and perhaps there are other creators who have a more even split. For me, what's important is that people enjoy whiskey in whatever way they want, and whoever they are. The more people enjoying whiskey, the better, and that's also the reason that I started this channel and my website, to share the beautiful world that is whiskey with anybody who wants to. Now I'm curious, what do you think about the Jane Walker edition? Please let me know in the comments down below. Now let's continue with some lighter news. 6 new releases from That Boutique-y Whisky Company. Let's start with the first batch of Tamnavulin, a 25-year-old whiskey. There are only 68 bottles, bottled at 47.5% ABV. Another new interesting release is a Delmore, 27-year-old whiskey with only 32 bottles available. Furthermore, there will be new releases from Auchentoshan, Rocktown, Glenmorangie and Port Charlotte. I will link them all down below. As this is the first episode of this month, it's also time for Ryan's Whisky selection of March. In the category below 40 pounds, I've chosen the Ardbeg 10-year-old. Ardbeg has faced some problems over the years with limited production in the 80s and 90s. Lately things are going well with plans for an expansion. If you like peat, I highly recommend the Ardbeg 10-year-old. For the category of 40 to 80 pounds, we will look at the Glenmorangie Spìos. This latest release in their private edition series has matured fully in ex-rye casks. Make sure to check our article on the release, I will link it down below. Highland Park The Dark is my third whiskey. It's matured exclusively in European oak sherry cask. The Dark is the first in a 2-part series, with the light coming later this year. My review of the Dark will also be linked down below. Now in the category over 200 pounds, I will look at the Bowmore 26-year-old, part of the Vintners trilogy. The 3 releases from the Vintners trilogy are all matured for a long time in wine casks. The first edition was matured in Manzanilla cask, and this edition is matured in French wine barriques. So that's my whiskey selection for this month. And this is also the end of the Whisky Newsflash. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think by comment down below or with a like. If you have any news that you would like to share, you can contact me at whiskyworld@ryanbenning.com, but also through Twitter, Instagram and Facebook at @RBWhiskyWorld. Please subscribe so you won't miss any episode. But in case you missed last week's episode, you can find it right here. And I also have a selection of 2-minute whiskey reviews. You can find them right here. Have a great day and enjoy your whiskies.